Welcome, hello, Yasu, and hi. My name is Tai Kölner, and in my last videos, I talked about the ritual preparations. So, what to do when you want to start a ritual, what preparations you should do. So, in this frame, I did drop the term law of attraction. And this is a quite common term in occult workings. So, it goes into two directions. You also use law of attraction and law of distraction. Today I want to get a little deeper into that, but before I get into this, two little hints on the side. If you want to stay updated, make sure to subscribe the channel and to switch on the notifications. And also, if you got any questions about the Order Dragon Rouge, not ask me, follow the link down below, read on the webpage, get informed there. So, this being said, what is law of attraction and law of distraction? I mean, if you are working in a magical way, so if you are working on, let's say, on tarot, for example, or on runes, or on spells, or on lead casting, whatever you do, you will, by time, you will face people who are coming to you like, I am in love with this or this person. Could you make sure he falls in love with me? Um, okay, this happens very often because people not reflect about how deep these things are going. They are working, but they don't reflect how deep these things are working. So, law of attraction basically is when you sort the energy structure around you to make things happen which are beneficial to you. So, in a case of someone in love, you would make sure to get connected this energy line so the one is attracted to this person. When it comes to a new job, you make sure to get the direction to a certain, agreement, so you get to this job and you have the right mindset and you're standing there, standing your own personality, and you're getting into that job interview and you get this job. So yes, it is possible. And it is also possible to attract money into your life, etc., etc. But there is nothing for free in life. Also, this is why I named this video Law of Attraction and Law of Distraction. One part of Law of Attraction is to get rid of stuff which are a border, a burden on your path. So people who are cross-shooting you all the time, people who are toxic to you all the time. You don't need to lose your focus on people who are just trying to stop you from doing your stuff. So that is when law of distraction is a very helpful tool. I Let me start about the law of attraction thing. I think it is about 15 years ago, maybe even more. Um, I got into a contact with a lady, what was, I don't know, Sinti or Roma, and I was talking to her. And there is a legend about Sinti and Roma, and some of them still today have a force you really sense. So they are strong in magic. And this lady was too. And I was talking to her with about a, a legend, and indeed she did confirm me it's existing. So if a girl is up to a guy and wants to get him close to her, so to fall in love, etc., there are different ways. The legend tells about taking blood, a menstrual blood from this girl, and mixing it to the coffee or the food of that person who is supposed to fall in love with her. So they do it for several days, and then they suddenly stop it. And then something is happening. The one who was unknowing eating the blood of the other person will start to search for this energy. So this girl just needs to be around, because the one will find her and he will fall in love to her without even knowing that she was introducing all this. Now there is a problem. Are you sure you want this guy for all your life? I mean, people are changing. And just because being a little emotionally and in love for first time, um, I don't know if this person is really made for being together all her life. So, and if you bind somebody on a magical level, it is a bounding. So she can call him into her life, but also she has to live with this, because he will not go away. And when she is sick of it because he's an asshole or whatever else, she got this asshole at her side. So I don't know if you should do so. There is a less bloody way to do the same. If you, for example, put a hair in a grounded hair into a dinner, or if you use a perfume you just place at a girl's area or at a boy's area, and you are wearing the same perfume normally, then this person is getting used to this scent. And when you take it away again, it is missing. And that's the core of this way of magic. You give something and then you take it away again. And so it is missing. And so the subconsciousness of this person is searching for this missing fragment. And that's how basically this thing is working out. So you can do it in many ways. But it is not, I would not advise to do it. Because you don't need magic for every stupid thing in your life. If you are in love, then just get near to him, get near to her, get closer, have a coffee, go into the park, whatever, because everything is energy. So you don't need to trick anybody to be in contact with your energy, so he starts on searching for this missing fragment of energy. You can go there. If it is a fellow friend, have a coffee, go to the same concert, whatever, be near. So if you're standing side by side at a concert and you're talking together and you get eye contact together, then already your energy is flowing and is connecting. So you get a chance to connect without even trying to trick him into consuming your energy. So this being said, and this far about black magic, you don't need to play around with magic all the time. There are many mundane ways to get into this contact, to cause a law of attraction. Same about if you want to have an extra money or a special job or a special place to live. It is just sorting yourself, focusing to the goal, and work to this goal. And if you then, in addition, want to do a ritual and get yourself some support of higher entities to even this path, that's fine. But if you hang on your sofa and then you're trying to spell around like, I need some more money, then I would tell you, get up your damn ass and get working, because it's not falling from the trees. You can sort yourself, you can give the direction, and then you can magically support it. Yes, as a booster. But it will not drop from the tree when you are doing nothing. So, this far about law of attraction. Sometimes you got people in your life which are toxic, which are just assholes, blocking your way, bothering day and night. Maybe a neighbor who is playing music all the night when you have to race at 6 in the morning, or a work colleague who just doesn't get that you're a busy bee and he's a lazy ass, and because he cannot do what you're doing, he's bothering on you. You can block this. You have several ways to distract this person from your life, maybe even from this workplace, and maybe even of a parship. I tell you a little story. It was a brother from Latin America. I will not get the name too, but it was a brother of Latin America, and his mother did marry a guy who was really an asshole. So when he did marry her, all the kids were impacted of this toxic relationship. And so he asked me how to spell this guy out of the house. Yes, you can do. You can try and you can do. But there is nothing for free. So there are simple things how you can involve into those things. Now you have to see he was living in a quite warm area, and she was totally in love to this guy. And she didn't see that he was not good for this family. So I did advise to this brother, take a little glass, put in some onions, and allow this onions to rot in water for quite a while. And then you take the water, pour it into another jar, and whenever he got fresh, cleaned stuff to wear, he got by and just sprinkled a little water of this onion water onto the clothes. So this guy was wearing the clothes, and after about 1 hour, he started to smell like rotten onion. You can imagine this was not good for the parship. And it didn't hold very, very long. It's not nice, but it is a non-magical way how you can get someone out of your house, or better said, how you can distract this one. There's just one point: not get tapped if you sprinkle the onion water onto the clothes. So, okay. On the other side, the Russian ones have a quite cool thing. I just got to know it from a work colleague lately. We were just talking about giving a knife as a present, and this is quite different in different countries, how they perceive it. In some countries, it's like giving a bad spell on somebody, and as I know, in northern cultures, it's you only give a knife as a gift to a dear friend you trust. So it is a very big honor to present a knife to a friend. So not a bad spell. But how different the cultures are. There is one thing I guess I will adopt it. She told me about a Russian technique. if you got somebody in your house and he is visiting your house for a dinner or whatever, and you decide this one will never ever again enter my house, then you just take a bucket of fresh water and you wait until those guests are leaving the house, and then you pour the bucket of water after them onto the streets, so you spill them out. I knew it in another way, but this bucket thing is quite cool and simple. I know there is some, I don't know from which circle or cult it is. You also can brush out your house. So you just take a brush, and when they a broom, sorry, and when the guests are out, then you're just brooming out the area where they were sitting, and you cast it all the way out to the door onto the street. That's basically the same as the basket of water, but the basket of water is much cooler. So, okay, you also can do it in a way as I did as an empath. I sometimes say I can embrace somebody into my heart when giving a hug, but also I can banish somebody from my heart when giving a hug. So that was happening in about 20 years ago, when this Luciferian high priest I told you about in a previous video, when she was visiting me, and she was one of my first roots on working astral works. But when I grew older and when I got stable on my own feet, she suddenly did not like me seeing growing. And that's a flaw in character, because there are people who only feel great if they know people below them. So they don't shine from their own light. They need somebody to be below them to feel their own light. So she was visiting us, and even though she knew that both me and my husband were both magically active and practicing, she did do something stupid in our house. And it was my birthday, and suddenly she came down and said, "I got a headache. How can you do such a party?" 'Cause it's my birthday. And so she went up the stairs and did lay down again, and I knew she did do something. Just that was the reason why she got this flashback, because you don't fuck around in somebody's house if you know this is a magical practitioner. However, when they left, I did put the intention of, you will never come back again. And so I just embraced her. And there are but a few brothers who know from meetings or so, if I embrace somebody, you sense my soul. And if I am a close one, you sense my warm soul. In her case, I did embrace her, and every part of my energy body was telling her, leave and never turn around. And so I gave her a hug and I said goodbye. But all my energy body was like, don't you ever dare again to come here. And this was the last time I saw her. So yes, it's pretty much working. And this is law of distraction. So if you can balance your energy or your actions in a way that people either stay away from your life, or as a law of attraction, they come into your life, or it is coming into your life. So It is one side, of course, it is the energy, but energy also is emotions. Never forget about that. Emotions. If you control your emotions, it's the same as a spell. And of course, thoughts are energy. So if you, as for the embrace, if you say goodbye to somebody and your thought is giving the spell outside, it's the same as a spell. And not to forget the subconsciousness. If you are working on subconscious tools, like for scents, like for sounds, or for colors, you also can use them to success in attraction or in distraction. So, this being said, energy pattern overall again, I hope you could see what I was trying to explain you. Basically, it is be conscious about what you are doing and you are creating your world. So have a good one and until next time.